In the year 1900, off the rocky coast of a tiny Greek island called Antikythera, sponge divers stumbled onto a shipwreck that should have been forgotten by time. They had descended into the deep, searching for sponges along the seabed, when their eyes met a ghostly sight. The skeletal remains of a Roman-era cargo vessel, its timbers rotted away, its contents scattered like ancient secrets across the ocean floor. Among the broken statues and shattered pottery, they found a corroded lump of bronze that would change the history of technology forever. It was hauled from its watery grave, a journey from the depths of the sea and the even greater depths of time. For over 2 millennia, it had rested there, silent and unseen. On the surface, under the bright Aegean sun, it looked like nothing more than a barnacle-covered rock. It was taken to the National Archaeological Museum in Athens, another curiosity from a rich past, and placed in storage. But this object was not content to remain a mystery. Months later, it cracked open, revealing something that had no right to exist in the ancient world: bronze gears. Dozens of them, intricately interlocking, precise, and complex, all hidden inside a wooden box no larger than a shoebox, over 2,000 years old. This was something that defied all known history of science and engineering. The gears were too small, too sophisticated. They were reminiscent of 18th century clockwork, not something from the age of Caesar and Cleopatra. What was this device? An anomaly? A hoax? The curators were stunned. The scientific world was baffled. It would take more than a century of painstaking research, using the most advanced imaging technology of the 21st century, to even begin to unlock its secrets. Using high-resolution X-ray tomography and polynomial texture mapping, scientists were able to peer inside the corroded fragments. What they discovered was nothing short of mind-blowing. The Antikythera Mechanism, as it came to be known, was not a toy. It was not a simple clock or a decorative object. It was the world's first analog computer, a machine that could predict solar and lunar eclipses down to the hour. It could track the complex, irregular movements of the sun and the moon through the zodiac. It could follow the cycles of the 5 planets visible to the naked eye: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. It even had a dial to mark the 4-year cycle of the ancient Olympic Games and other Pan-Hellenic festivals. This was an entire model of the cosmos, as the ancient Greeks understood it, built into a hand-cranked box. A portable planetarium. By turning a single knob, an ancient user could wind time forward or backward, watching as celestial events unfolded on the device's intricate dials. It was a sophisticated astronomical calculator, a mechanical encyclopedia of the heavens. It brought together centuries of Greek astronomical knowledge and Babylonian predictive cycles and fused them with an unparalleled level of engineering genius. The front face showed the positions of the heavenly bodies, while the back plate served as a user manual and eclipse predictor. Inscriptions, some with letters barely a millimeter high, guided the user through its myriad functions. The existence of this device fundamentally rewrites our understanding of the ancient world. For centuries, the history of technology was thought to follow a simple, linear path. But the Antikythera Mechanism proves that path was far more complex. Nothing even approaching this level of mechanical complexity appears again in the historical record for more than 1,000 years, until the great astronomical clocks of medieval Europe. It's as if a modern laptop were found in a medieval castle. It's a complete outlier, an impossibly advanced piece of technology for its time. This raises a profound and haunting question. Who built it? Who was the forgotten genius, the ancient Archimedes or Hipparchus, who possessed the knowledge to conceive of and construct such a device? Was it a single person or a lost school of engineers whose work has been completely erased from history? The shipwreck itself offers few clues. It was a Roman vessel, likely sunk around 70 to 60 BC, carrying a treasure trove of Greek art and luxury goods back to Rome. Was the mechanism part of this plunder? Or was it being transported by the inventor themselves? We can only speculate. We imagine a workshop in ancient Rhodes or Syracuse, filled with parchment diagrams, star maps, and the tools of a master craftsman. We see scholars debating the motions of the planets, their theories taking physical form in bronze and wood. Was the Antikythera Mechanism a singular, miraculous invention, the magnum opus of a lone visionary? Or is it just one surviving piece of a whole lost world, ancient Greek high technology? A world where such complex machines were perhaps not so uncommon, a technological tradition that was simply lost to the fires of history, the fall of empires, and the slow decay of time. Perhaps the greatest mystery of all is the silence that followed. Why did this incredible technology disappear? Why did it take humanity another 1,400 years to rediscover the principles of complex gearing? The device stands as a testament to what was possible, a ghost of a future that could have been. It reminds us that our ancestors were not as primitive as we might imagine. They looked at the same stars we do, and with this machine, they sought to understand their place in the universe, to grasp the rhythm of the cosmos and hold it in their hands. Today, the fragments of the Antikythera Mechanism are the most prized possession of the National Archaeological Museum in Athens. It is studied, scanned, and digitally reconstructed, but it still holds its secrets close. It should not exist. And yet, it does. Buried in a shipwreck for 2,000 years, rescued by a chance discovery, and still only partly understood. Maybe the real mystery isn't what the mechanism calculated. Maybe the real mystery is how much more of our past, how many other technological marvels, have been lost forever beneath the waves. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey into the past as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more stories that challenge what we think we know.